What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hoarcrux here. We are back with another bug. Yeah, who knew? Who could have called it? Hoarcrux will be talking about bugs and exploits. But no, seriously, this one is for the betterment of the community. It is a bug that everyone experiences almost every single day, whether you realize it or not. I myself have made multiple bug reports about it, and this is a low-hanging fruit which could easily be adjusted, but Zos, being lazy pieces of shit that they are, refuse to address it until Hoarcrux makes a video about it. So here we are. Let's get into it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into the bread and butter of this thing, I'm not gonna blue ball you guys for too long, okay? I do have a few announcements I would like to make. So this is going to be the introductory video series to my unintended interactions or overperforming series, where I'm going to cover a lot of quote-unquote bugs and exploits. Those are trigger words. As of today, going forward, we are not going to use that terminology. It is going to be something along the lines of hidden knowledge or overperforming or synergize, something. We cannot use trigger words with bugs and exploits, otherwise we get flagged and we would just get permanent banned for the 6th time. So this is going to be the final time that I use those two words in the same sentence, okay? So anyway, I am making an announcement. So while I'm going to cover this bug that is currently resides in ESO, this is going to be a very long series, and I'm actually going to involve the community with. Now, while I do have a plethora of unintended interactions or overperforming sets, or however you want to coin it, I have Excel sheets of this shit, okay? I do not know everything. So if you want a bug fixed, or if you want something that is not working as intended and you want to draw attention to it, I'm going to have a Google Docs form down in the description below. You can leave it anonymous, you can take credit of it, whatever. I want to bring attention to as many bugs and exploits as we possibly can. The reason I want to do this is because I want the game to work. I want it to work as intended. While I'm sure there are some devs working night and day on fixing whatever roadmap Zos has planned for them when it comes to performances, when it comes to DLCs, expansions, bug fixes, what I want to cover here on the channel is a way to bring attention to the more nefarious bug and exploits, just so it is addressed a lot quicker. The reason I'm also doing this is for the QA team. I'm going to playtest and test all this stuff out for you guys, okay? This is not nefarious. I just simply want the game to be better. I'm trying to help you guys, okay? So don't crucify me any more than you already have. So anyways, I will have a Google Docs down in the description. Leave me some bugs. Leave me some exploits, something I may not even be on my radar. Maybe we can get it fixed. Okay, and again, you can be completely anonymous about it. I know Zos has really cracked down on the trigger words of bug and exploits here lately, but I simply want to do a service to the community, and I want our voices heard. Okay, we don't really have community managers. Okay, we don't have anyone down in the trenches with us suffering from the unintended interactions on a day-to-day basis that plague ESO. Okay, and no, it's not my job. I know some people, hey, this might be a main character syndrome type of thing, but I don't feel that way. I want the game to work. I love this game, even though I've been permanent banned for the 5th time. 5th and final time, by the way. The other 4 I talked out of because the TOS is a little gray, but the 5th one got me. Clause 11.2 the code of conduct. If you guys want to look that up, it's a doozy. Check out my last video if you haven't already. I kind of go into depth on that. But yeah, if your bug or exploit or whatever unintended interaction is good enough, I will reach out to you and I will feature it here on the channel. You can get a little bit of clout, you can be anonymous, I don't know. So I think that would be a good project going forward, just so we can help bridge the gap between us and the community devs, and maybe we can actually enact some change in ESO a little bit quicker. You know, we're just trying to help these guys out at the end of the day, right? Since it takes a coon's age to get anything done around here, so we're just trying to expedite that process. We're going to show the bug, we're going to recreate the bug, and we're going to narrow down the root cause just so the devs can promptly fix it. So if you like the sound of that stuff, guys, hey man, hey, I really appreciate a like and sub. You know, with your guys' help, I honestly believe that we can make the ESO community great again. Hoarcrux 2024, by the way. But anyway, let's hop into it. I blue balled you guys long enough, all right? All right, guys, so here we are at my not so humble abode. Now, I am doing the 0 to Hero challenge. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to see me grind all the way back up, to where we were previous to my permaban and see if we actually get permaban along the way. Like and sub, it'll be a fun time. We'll be streaming, we'll also be doing videos. Zosh, you're not getting rid of me. It's not that easy, hate to tell you. So this is the bug. So it is the dual wield attack bug. Now, most people, if you're DPSing, you know, their stabs and dual wield. I don't think there's any other, when it comes to PvE, okay? This does affect everyone, okay? Especially PvP, but also does delve into the PvE pool as well. So the bug occurs essentially when you heavy attack. Whenever you heavy attack with dual wield, it does half the damage that it's supposed to. So essentially, one light attack does more damage than a fully charged heavy attack, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to zoom in on our little precursor here. All right, so we are going to do one light attack. Remember this number, 3754, guys. 3754. Now, let's do a fully charged heavy attack. Shabam. One of them crit, but let's do a heavy attack that doesn't crit. 1787. Essentially, the heavy attack is doing half the damage that it's supposed to do. Now, while this might be meaningless for you target dummy humpers in PvE, yes, I know light attacking is the most efficient form of increasing your DPS, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to heavy attack, and if you're doing it with dual wield, you are at a DPS deficit, okay? So it is a little niche in PvE, not gonna lie, but it is applicable to you guys. However, if you are in PvP, if you're a ganker, I hate you Nightblaze, this is going to affect you directly. If you use dual wield, this is actually going to increase your burst. I hate throwing you guys any bones because you keep getting buffed. I don't understand it, Gillian, please help. Ugh. But it does affect pretty much everyone in PvP. You're constantly heavy attacking in PvP, and dual wield is one of the most popular passives when it comes to weapon skill lines that you can possibly have, because, you know, again, the passives are the bomb.com, bees knees, totem goat, right? They're pretty dang good, okay? So if you are missing any amount of damage whatsoever when you are in an intense 1vx situation, right, every little bit of damage helps. So when you're heavy attacking and you're doing literally half the damage that you're supposed to with a heavy attack, it could definitely mean the difference between securing a kill or getting yourself killed. So while this is a very easy bug, it does affect pretty much everyone. I think it needs to be addressed because this is a low-hanging fruit. Zos, let's take a look at my bug reports, okay? I've submitted this like pretty much a year ago, but we're going to take a look at the most recent one, okay? Let me tap out here. Let's type in dual wield broken, okay? We got dual wield broken coming up here. Maybe, okay, dual wield attacks are still broken. So this is posted by Hoarcrux. Last year, okay, this was posted last year. Myself, as well, let me kind of zoom in here. I know most of you guys are middle-aged. It's kind of hard to read this stuff, myself included, especially with the Google Specs 2.0. Myself, as well as a few others, have noted that dual wield medium heavy attacks are doing 50% normal damage. One light attack does more damage than fully charged heavy attack. Can we please get a dev to look into this issue? It affects both PvE and PvP. Comments, good luck, shocking, some mysterious reason people don't want dual wield corrected. Yep, let's go on down the feed. I know a lot of people have seen this. We're gonna take a look and see, let's take a look here. I'm not just making this up. So someone even followed up and did a CMX bug report. Also, add-on scary PC players. If you're gonna argue the point that you should be banned for using bugs and exploits because it gives you an advantage compared to someone else who's not using it, well, what about add-ons? This is clearly an advantage because knowledge is power, right? So we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole, but I do stand by what I say. Add-ons should be in the realm of getting people banned as well. I understand that there's a whole dev thing, and, you know, there's a whole, you know, mod creator thing, ESO UI, you know, whatever. I understand there's a whole agreement, but if you're going to stick to your guns about what a bug and exploit is, which is giving someone an advantage, impeding on the competitive integrity of ESO, well, add-ons blows any bug I could mention here out of the fucking water. I can tell you that right now. So just some food for thought, guys. So in this combat report, we have one light attack doing 51% of the damage, and then we have a fully charged heavy attack doing what is this, math hard, what is this, 20 but 48.7% of the damage. So yeah, this does need addressed. While this is not a game-breaking issue, this is definitely something that needs to be looked at by ZOS. And we have reported on this for a very, very long time, over a year, and it has not been looked at. And this is a low-hanging fruit, something that they could easily fix. And this is my point on why no one uses the bug report system, is because no one sees results. No one. I've done it correctly for years. Nothing ever gets done until I make a video. So guess what? We're making a video. So if you want this to be fixed, like and sub to the channel, because you know, the more I grow, the more influence that I have, the more reach we can have with the devs to enact change that we want in ESO. Also helps out the channel, drives more people to the channel, so we have more bugs to think about, right? There's a lot of things that kind of get swept under the rug, and I want to bring all of Zos's dirty laundry to light, so to speak. So if you want to be a part of that, again, we have Google Docs down in the description below. Submit some bug reports to me. You have to submit bug reports to Zos. I'll also do that. Do your due diligence. Submit the bug reports to Zos, right? But also send them to me. I'll take care of them. Yes, and we go take a look at the forums to see how many people have actually seen this post. Here is my post back on December. Okay, so 939 people have seen this post, right? So I know it is on their radar. They just refuse to do anything about it. If I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent, I think just because I reported on it, it's not going to get done because Hoarcrux bad, right? And if we go back even further, this is another post I did in November, a month prior. This has 1.2K views on it, right? So again, this just seems to be a recurring issue where nothing really gets addressed. Again, this is a very basic bug to fix. If this is not a bug by some stretch of the imagination, if this is not a bug, please let us know something. If this is working as intended, it doesn't make sense to me, but hey, at least we know. I know it doesn't follow the rules of any other weapon skill line in the game. When you do a heavy attack with any other weapon, the heavy attack seems to do, I don't know, double the damage, but or at least close to it. So yeah, I digress. All right, guys, that's pretty much the bug, right? So if you are experiencing some DPS loss, or if you wasn't even aware that some of your ganks wasn't doing, hitting nearly hard enough, well, if you're using dual wield, if this gets fixed, they're going to be hitting a whole lot harder. This does affect all my PvP brethren, so hopefully we can bring some light to this with your help. I can't do everything alone, okay? I honestly have the game's best interest at heart, and I would not be making these videos if I did not care about ESO. It just seems to me that the devs or whoever is in charge, they're not down the path of straight and narrow. They have completely forgotten what it means to truly be a game dev, and it's sad. It's really sad. So maybe with enough people, we can actually make our voices heard, since the community managers don't have anything to do with the actual community itself. Might want to change the name on the title there, buds. But I digress on that topic. I've already beat a dead horse about this. Oh, I have so many videos on this. I'm just honestly tired of talking about it, and I just want to be better going forward. I want ESO to be better going forward. I want everyone else to have more fun going forward, and that's what this channel is all about. So if any of that seems interesting to you, please guys, like and sub, hit the bell notification icon. Do not forget about the Google Docs down in the description below. We also have PvP Top 5. Submit me your PvP clips, because I have to live vicariously through you until I get a character grinded up. It's probably gonna get banned, but I enjoy a challenge, right? And as always, a huge and glorious shout out to my YouTube community members. If you guys don't know, the reason I got banned is because I streamed specifically one bug and one exploit, one set interaction between Clever Alchemist and Secret Synthesis, to where you can get 4 stacks of Clever Alchemist, right? I actually got banned for streaming specifically to my community members. So occasionally I do produce some content specifically for my community members, just to show you guys appreciation. So you guys are getting a little extra because you are helping me out. And the community memberships do come with all kinds of cool perks. You get shout outs at the end of my videos. Some of the tiers have PvP coaching if you're struggling with PvP, or you want to pick my head about any PvP build, anything. I've played ESO for 10 years, specifically PvP. So if anyone's going to be able to find the answers to you promptly, it's going to be me. So all that's down there for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching until the end. And this has been Hoarcrux. I'm signing out. Peace.